series tied at 1. The importance of tonight.
Mike Conley. He's a Washington Husky, 6'9", number 3.
Presented by State Farm. The 2 seed San Antonio Spurs. The number 6 seed Minnesota Timberwolves. Spurs got by the Blue in 95 in game 2. 4-10. In the regular season, Minnesota beat San Antonio 2-1. Game 2, they were terrific, and they controlled the turnover story. They get in the paint right here, Vassell, and then put in with Victor.
Minnesota relying heavily on Jaden McDaniels, known for his defense and making plays like that, but in transition defense. Jaden McDaniels got in foul trouble in both games, getting back by himself.
It's Castle and Wembanyama has had outstanding position.
Well, Coach Mitch Johnson talked about one thing that's a little underrated from Wemby is his screening angle. I think a lot of people look at a big come to set a screen, but it's the angle that set screens at which allows for them to be able to roll and get to the basket. Wemby.
Wembanyama had 12 blocks in game 1, a couple in game 2, led the league in that category. Here he goes, and his fellow Frenchman Gobert up and off with a rebound by McDaniel.
And Wemby has had, can we call it issues?
You know what those knees are like. They're not close to being right.
Yeah.
How will he make it through this game?
Well, with his mind. He's a very smart player. He has to be able to make the adjustments on the fly with the
side shooting of Wembanyama for Minnesota. Here comes McDaniels. The cutting Randall, and into Gobert, and back to Randall, and tap by Wembanyama.
Well, you see the impact of Wemby on that play, deterring shots, making shots difficult, and then on the other end, getting
so small but so important.
McDaniels just picked up his first personal foul, and that is a story.
Be a little smarter on the defensive end of the floor.
Here comes Fox behind the back in a congested lane. It's picked up and put in, and Devin Vassell.
The questions are, can Minnesota match the physicality of the Spurs? Thus far, the Spurs have imposed their will early in this game.
Minnesota with another miss. And here comes Champagnie looking for Castle, the athletic catch. Gobert swats it away.
A little bit.
So
I wish I could flex, but I can't.
It's Conley in the corner, and a 3 on the way. And reeled in by Wembanyama. The fleet-footed Fox.
Versus Denver, and Minnesota came out with so much energy, so much intensity that you can tell that Denver was going to have to go and worry about the next game. They haven't come out with that same intensity and energy in this one.
Wembanyama working on Gobert.
Here in game 3, they just hooping. They don't know fear, and that's the good part about inexperience sometimes.
As Reed is coming off the bench as well as the Timberwolves make 2 substitutions. And then Castle losing it, retrieves it, and Fox, where they're trying to get in that paint every chance they get. Attack, attack, attack.
How do they understand what works for them? And that's what you want to see. You want to see a team that knows what success looks like.
It deters more shots than anybody I've ever seen in this league.
There's a 3 try by Champagnie, the #1 3-point shooter in the playoffs, and a turnover by Minnesota. And Wembanyama is picked up by Jaden McDaniels and doubled by Dosunmu, and Vassell for 3. And a rebound Castle coming off a 21-point game 2. Chiseling his way in the paint with a fake. And outside, it'll be a 3. Down the hole it goes. Keldon Johnson.
Everyone else to get going.
Another miss. Finally they get going with the tap in by Rudy Gobert.
And the crowd is sitting on their hands just waiting for a play to explode. If you're the home team, you've got to get this team in this crowd.
And Shannon has had some big games. He had started 3 games in a row with all the injuries. DiVincenzo out for the season, torn Achilles. Vassell inside, in close, and overdose Sumu.
And because he did not allow to be a magnet to a screen.
Castle in game 2 is 9 of 9 at the line. Taking a look on NBC. Pistons, Cavs. That'll be game 3. And tomorrow on ABC, it'll be Oklahoma City taking a 2-0 lead. High for Cornette. Bad pass through his hands. And it's a turnover for the Spurs.
Cornette's like, I'm not Wemby.
Right?
Just a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower. Oh.
Dosunmu playing with a bad calf and a bad heel, and Reed a 3.
Is because of the defense they played, they traveled with against Denver.
They have an advantage, Candace, and it's called this crowd. They have to make sure that they're doing things like that to get this crowd involved in the game. We couldn't hear ourselves last game. It was so last time we were here. Like that.
Dealt with the Aaron Fox. Reed is there. Edwards has come in for McDaniels. 5 to fire. In goes Keldon Johnson. It's picked up by Dosunmu. Minnesota now is in another gear. It's Gobert from Shannon.
Playing through the French center.
Well, starts on the defensive end, Candace. That's who offensively, obviously, they're having success, but they turned it up on the defensive end of the floor, and they're playing off of that energy right now.
Edwards got the Johnson miss. They'll take it in to await. Down it goes. 15 moments ago. It's Cornette, and Gobert is there. Devin Vassell. Weaving, driving, faking, spinning, lunging, firing it up. Anthony Edwards into a nest of defenders and
give you some stares.
There's a turnover. Much more intensity, far more tenacious. Edwards, the trailing Shannon. They knew they had to go downhill every time they got it, like right here by Edwards.
From Gobert, let's say Gobert learn a couple finger rolls from Wemby on those finishes.
So tonight,
this series, now these games being every other day, we're going to see the impact of the series on Anthony Edwards.
Picks up number 1, and Castle is at the free throw line for a second time. And now 3 of 3. May is medal game, gets the rebound. Fox is there. Wembanyama in the contest. Castle in the corner. And Wemby's got it. And Gobert comes out on him. Final 40 seconds of the first quarter. Fox, a fake, a feed. Johnson cutting.
Just he cut by Johnson. I mean, he's 6th man of the year for a reason, and he comes in and he does all those little things for this team to make up the win.
Fox and Dosunmu. The screen. Fox. Wembanyama. It's a 3, and he has struggled with that shot in this series. Gobert the rebound. A couple seconds. Here's Edwards. Can he get it before the horn? Yes! Spurs on top. Edwards here. Castle will defend. It's a 2.
Coach said he was probably 60%. Well, give me 60% because he looks like he has a pep in his step, especially to end that first quarter and to start the second.
He's 60. Sorry, Jim. He's 60% when the ball's not going to the basket.
Here comes Anthony Edwards, and Fox is there with the fadeaway. McDaniels tips it. Minnesota controls. Naz Reid. We've had an 18-point turnaround in this game in 13 minutes time.
Well, Kevin, Minnesota started 1 of 15 from the field.
Whoa.
Right there.
There's nothing you can do. But when you're Minnesota and you have a guy similar to the Spurs, they have Wemby, a guy that they know what he's going to bring every game, and so it brings confidence. When you have a guy that Jaden McDaniels gets into this game, when you have a guy that can score 14 points straight, that can explode like that, the confidence that it gives you and your team is the confidence that you're going to need to win this game tonight.
Castle drives on Reed. Reed. And it's Shannon for 3. At the rebound, grabbed onto for the first time in the game, Harrison Barnes, the veteran, in his 14th NBA season. Fox, Wembanyama. Over Shannon the pass.
From playing so fast.
Jaden McDaniels, and he felt Wembanyama. Here's the driving Randall. The kick, Reed, 3. Wembanyama the rebound. He's got 6. With Fox, the stutter step and the drive into Shannon. Champagny 3, the number 1 3 shot. And Edwards with Castle there. The ball rotation. Reed hard to the hole. Knocked away. Wembanyama. So here's Reed at the line. Let's take a look at tonight's live update presented by FanDuel. That rattles in the Wolves #1.5 and the over-under 207.5. With Reed there.
Kevin, they say experience, it steadies you. And so this team right here, they go down early, but they have experience, and experience kept them steady.
4-point lead is the biggest for the Timberwolves, who trailed early on by 15 in the first. Fox to the rim.
And we're going to see a lot of two, which kind of set the tone on the offensive end for the Spurs.
Carter Bryant is checked in for San Antonio. The ball rotation. Reed in the corner. The fake and a floater on the fly. And a rebound by Wembanyama. And it's Fox. And Castle in the corner. There is some Barnes. Great feed. The collision. Wembanyama, 89% in the playoffs so far this year for the Spurs. He's averaging highest for a player's first 6 career playoff games in NBA playoff history. Reed got the miss. Minnesota with Randall. Bryant on him. Driving into the rookie. Dosumu across the lane. Wembanyama.
Every shot around the rim with Wemby's there, their shot has been released quicker than they have wanted it to. And it had led to a lot of
2. Rebound Wembanyama. He's got 9 of them. And Castle and Fox. They'll set up. It's a 3 and a rebound by Edwards. And taken by Castle. Bryant, he'll launch a 3. Got it.
And those are the extra game. The corners have been the outlet for both teams.
There's the blitz at Edwards. In the corner, Randall with a 3. And a flying McDaniels has the ball. Daniels made that play. Castle, Wembanyama, too easy. Timeout for this season after getting the unanimous Defensive Player of the Year award a bit earlier.
And it's interesting, keep Rudy Gobert on the bench, which means Wemby is the only 7-footer out there and might have his way in the paint.
Dylan Harper's checked in for the Spurs. Here's McDaniels. Shannon with a 52, and that's 54%, but tonight they have gone 5 of 6.
Yes, and they've really made a concerted effort to get downhill.
You're right about the way it began, where it is now, and the game will come.
Timberwolves, obviously Wemby has had his way. 15 points in the paint thus far early because the other French center is on the bench, but you're countering that by being able to play faster.
Harper on top. Shot clock at 2. Bryant the 3.
offensive end like he just did last play. Put your head down, put that shoulder into somebody's chest, and go up and obviously try to get to the foul line, but make that basket, man. They need him to be able to be the player that Julius Randle has been and definitely was in game 1.
Reed picked up by Bryant for 3. Against Denver, and beginning here against the Spurs, a little bit down compared to last season. And he gets it to go. The NBA family proudly half centuries. Please join us as we honor America. Randall at the line. 52% in game 2 in Texas. Fox will drive on Dosumu, put on the brakes. 14-footer, slapped away. Fox retrieves. Spurs keep it alive. Vassell in the corner. Harper, 3, no. Gobert. McDaniels. And again, the defense right back there for the Spurs, the #1 defense in the playoffs. In the corner, McDaniels with a 3. He has been struggling.
Went on that run. He had the first defensive stop. He got into the ball, got the first defensive stop, and started the run. So, the young man from Chicago, give him some credit for coming in and at least changing the outcome so far for Minnesota.
Keldon is out with Keldon Johnson at the line. Fox, by the way, Allie Clifton just picked up his 3rd personal foul for the Spurs. Again. Randall. It's a move by Shannon.
Take the rim off. And the bigs know you coming with that kind of force and energy. they're going to wait. Their block's going to be a little different, knowing that you're going to come with that energy.
How about the plus-minus with
Any day. He's a plus, 21.5 when he's on the floor. Without him, they are plus 6.5, so that shows his impact as a young guy. And I love what Coach Johnson said. He talked about how Fox and Harper, as Castle gets into the paint and makes another shot. And
Edwards, the Jalen Brunsons, the SGAs, where teams are not going to allow you to come down.
Daniels.
I would love for them to be able to run something to Julius Randle. I think right now situations are ready before he gets to that.
Reed has the rebound. Here comes Edwards. He's got 15. Wembanyama's got 15. They blitz him again. Reed on the wing against Cornets.
That's what you want from your coach, you know, to make sure that he's bringing you back to the game plan over and over. You start with it, and then the game happens. You get
up 17, shooting in the second. Fade away, Vassell. Rebound, Edwards. Chased by Johnson, racing the other way. He goes into Harper and fades away. And Edwards cleans it up. Minnesota second chance points plus 8. Vassell lines up. It's a drive inside. The turn shot and then Gobert.
I just wanted to say, Rudy.
Off the bench tonight after starting 3 in a row.
And best believe, Kevin, these are the moments that Terrence welcomes. He said after game 1 on Monday, I don't feel pressure. I just stay ready. He said he's always working, always prepared because his teammates and coaching staff believe in him. They simply tell him to go out there and be himself.
Reed 3.
A 3 shooter, also to a guy who can shoot it from the corner, but also to catch and go and put pressure on a basket, make plays for other people. When he's going, when he's rolling, he's involved in the offense. Want to get into holding the ball too much. Want to make quick decisions against the Spurs defense. Ooh, nice in and out by Randle.
And the rebound by Vassell. And here comes Stephon Castle. Makes a move, little head fake. Corner 3, Fox, no. Will Smith's 3, and Champagne with the rebound.
And again, making the right play, swinging. McDaniel struggling from the 3. Shot 41% from 3 during the regular season.
Reed a 4th.
Doesn't run away from physicality as you look at that body.
84% playoff free throw shooter, puts it in. Castle with 7 assists. Ball. A minute to go in the second. The way the game began, you thought it would be a disaster. Here comes Edwards, flies in for 2. Edwards has got 19.
Quick decision right there by Anthony Edwards.
Fox will answer.
As Fox
a lot. Wembanyama the other way. There is a difference of 7 seconds. Game clock and shot clock winding down the first half.
And this Wemby Fox pick and roll served them well in game 2. Again, 6 points.
It's Dosumu. Fox defends the collision. McDaniels 3. He's jousting with Vassell. The rebound by Castle.
Kevin, to your point about second chance, fast break points, Spurs 8 fast break points, 1 for 6. It's just a concerted effort of Minnesota understanding as Castle gets the
So at the line for the Spurs.
And a big point of emphasis is, especially in the last series against Portland, was getting Stephon Castle downhill because good things happen. Starting off this second half, no other, putting the ball in his hands, and because of that, he's at the free throw line.
2, they've led by 15. We've had 6 lead changes, 3 ties, and Minnesota Timberwolves led at one time by 4. It's Edwards with 19. He'll dance on Fox and fade away again, and the rebound by defend. Wembanyama in the opposite corner. Across the lane, Castle with a nice move, a duck and a lean. A lot of contact, no call made, but they control the offensive rebound, and it's Vassell again. Working on Gobert. Baseline Fox into 2. Ball to
start in the second half as both teams are doing a great job of closing off the corners, something they struggled with.
Wembanyama tried to get it and then was shoved. And retaken at the other end by the Spurs. And Castle sets, fires three. Good.
Get out of it. They got to get out of the refs. They got to get out of looking at them every time. This is the second round of the playoffs. It's going to get more physical, and the refs are allowing you to get away with a little bit extra.
McDaniels rattles out. Dosunmu parachutes in, gets the ball. Gobert converts.
Quietly having an efficient game, led the NBA in field goal percentage in the regular season. 5 of 5, 10 points. Nice little floater.
Second chance points for Minnesota. 16-4, wide open. It's Wembanyama finally
Into the foul call right there.
Randall takes it, kicks it. With 5 to fire, McDaniel. Gobert set the screen on the handoff to McDaniels. Works his way into the defense of Champagne.
The floor, even Wemby, he shoots shots in the paint over Wemby, and so Jaden McDaniels is a guy that they're definitely going to need to get going down the stretch.
Here comes Randall. Champagne is there. And across the lane, leaning in, pulls the trigger. Got the miss. Shot on the play. Down Wemby. Reed checks in. Wembanyama will find Castle. It's Devin Vassell. Wide open lane. Wow.
Either smiling or hating, for sure, because you see a big guy doing everything you wanted to do.
Edwards will work his way, snaking for two as he had to work about and got it to go in a congested lane. Here's Fox. Champagne, it's a three. Percentage wide in this postseason. Reed around the screen. Nas sets up his triple. Good.
Off the break as
How about that?
people forget.
Him and John Wall for a very long time, and they're going to need that. They're going to need more depth from Fox getting downhill, putting that pressure on the rim.
San Antonio has now missed 7 free throws tonight. Reed. Good pocket pass on the fly. Edwards.
For San Antonio to deny him last game when he was off the ball, and so just great recognition right there by Edman not to stay still and get the back up. Big three.
The three. Vassell other end. He knocks in a triple.
It's a shootout to
They go to
start this game right now from downtown as both teams struggled in the first half from beyond the arc.
McDaniels comes a three.
They're not set on the defensive end of the floor. They're taking advantage of the opportunity to score quickly.
Fox twisting, firing, no. Rebound, hustle play. Vassell vacuums it in. Fox, three, yes. Different players. Minnesota 3 of 4 by 3 different players. Shannon is in. Now to Edwards. Cutting his Reed on top Gobert. And Cornette comes out on him. Dylan Harper's in. Screen by Gobert. Step back 3 by Edwards. Jokic. In the second round, he's got Wembanyama. I mean, I can't think of a player who's had 2 more difficult defensive assignments. Here's Cornette over Gobert and gets it to go.
Shut down. You cannot stop Jokic or Wemby, but Rudy has done a great job, and I think this has been a great playoff series defensively for him, for all the naysayers.
Reed with a nice little shake and bake move.
Of that middle of the floor ISO above the break where it's tough for the defense to double.
Under 5 to go here in the third. Driving is the second overall pick in the draft, Dylan Harper. Castle sets, fires 3, no.
We don't like you. It's like that little push and shove shows me that like I'm just getting tired of you. You're frustrating me a lot. I like it.
Wembanyama at the free throw line, 4 of 6 with his 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And he'll drain it, Minnesota. And then game 7 in Texas, if necessary. A couple beauties there. Poor guy. Shannon to the cutting Dosunmu. A couple Illinois players with teammates, a miss. And it's Harper on the gallop. After he was down, he's knocked away the cobwebs. He works into Dosunmu and a foul.
Step up in these moments. Big game 3 in Portland had 27 points, career high Let's see what he can do. He's closing.
Getting this experience, like VJ over in Philly as well, getting this experience as a young guy to be able to play in these environments, man, in these games. You know, we heard Brian say the other day about Bronny, a regular season game, you could never get nervous for again from that standpoint because you played in the most intense possessions in the playoffs. Man, you can just look at Wimby's arm. A lot of physicality has been pushed towards that young man.
Vassell the miss, rebound Reed, down court Shannon, the hesitation with Edwards with it. Edwards with 23 and a double-double. Splits the defense, takes it in, and on the move, got the deuce.
To get the ball to go. I love Edwards playing out of that mid-range spot. I'd like to see him get the ball. It's not as much energy to score from there.
Castle bulldozing inside. That's a foul.
That's his third on the night. There's more ways to impact the game than just offense.
Edwards, who's looked good. Corner three. Dosumo! It's a two-point game. Fox back in, driving on Dosumu and over Gobert.
And you're going to see a lot of that. It gives De'Aaron Fox a driving lane.
I love when you see a player working on some candidates either before the game or at halftime, and then they come out and they get that success. Ayo was working on that corner three when we came out of the timeout, and to see him get that early success and see it go down for him is good.
And now he's got 8, starting the second half off the bench in the first. On top, Wembanyama. Closing in on the end of the third. San Antonio -17 from the floor, and a driving move off the glass.
Screen and roll.
Crazy.
Going downhill with the nice floater off the glass.
Edwards with 25, launching a three. There was a foul, and Keldon Johnson will be at the line. 2 of 6 from the floor. Hits the free throw right there. He's been struggling.
Minnesota wanted to get back on the road here. San Antonio 16-24, like you said, but it is going to come down to the free throw that
Number 3. Rebound Champagnie. And finishing off, Minnesota's not been at the free throw line in this third quarter. 10 by San Antonio. Vassell, short range shot. Champagnie the rebound. Outside 3. Keldon Johnson, bullseye.
in the best time.
The guy's attack, Wemby's a shot blocker. He's going to come, you know, as far out as he needs to.
Will put up a 3. Rebound Edwards. Final seconds of the third. The collision has shot. Now the Minnesota top 2 net ratings in the fourth quarter in these playoffs, so we are harnessed in and ready to go. Series tied at 1. Castle, Wembanyama.
In transition right there. That's the moment right there when you put pressure on the basket. You don't settle for that corner 3. You can get that anytime.
Gobert on the bench. Shot clock at 5. Carter is in, the rookie. And Dosumu pushes Wembanyama in a foul. You know, it's interesting. We've watched Edwards, and he has looked like there's no issue at all with either knee, and both are injured. He's 60% in the words of his coach. And then you got Dosumu, who...
The staff or whoever they got is incredible. But yes, these two guys, and when you out there on the floor, you do not want to show that you're injured, that you're hurt, or anything like that, because the team is going to make sure that when they see that, of being hampered at all.
San Antonio's on a 9-2 run. Here's Dosumu. McDaniels. Shannon. A lot of athleticism on the floor for the Wolves.
Space.
He'll set. He'll jab step and fire. And we had it. Stripped to the ball by McDaniels. It's Randall. Goes into the fray. Tries to drive. Blasting his way in. Johnson just picked up the foul. And for him, number 1 at the free throw line is Randall. That is his 5 of 5 from the stripe. And 1 of 8 is not what Minnesota needs.
Well, Randall needs to have a big game down the stretch here, and I think the big...
Man, have a little bit more patience with yourself. That's an easy layup right there that he missed. He rushed it.
McDaniels with his 4th foul. Here comes Fox. Randall there into the double team. Wembanyama, and he spins and gets the deuce.
Well, you know where the Spurs are going to go with Rudy Gobert off of the floor. They're going to go to Wemby in the paint.
Randall across the lane. McDaniels into the lane. Rebound outside.
Shannon getting his first bucket of the game, but his presence has been far beyond the 3 points that he has on the defensive end, doing a little bit of everything.
Fox with an open three. Wembanyama gets it and puts it back up and in.
Did you just...
Don't bring the ball down to where guards can strip you. Keep it up, keep it high.
Three, Dosunmu.
Was acquired at the trade deadline. How much of a three-level scorer this guy is. We saw it against the Denver Nuggets as Wemby knocks down frustration three. He was mad. McDaniels grabbed him running down the court.
So I'm gonna just shoot the air ball.
In the corner, McDaniels three. Rebound. Randall slams it hard.
Clean up all those rebounds in the paint.
Here's Fox, and McDaniels is on him. Fox takes it across the lane. Wembanyama had a hand on it. Dosunmu has it. Numbers the other way on the wing. Shannon glides for two. Early in the game, in the opening minutes of the game, they trailed by 15 and came back in that same first quarter to trail by one at the end of one and eventually lead by 4 points after that big deficit. The spinning shot, Harper. Nice put up by the rookie, Dylan Harper.
And Dylan Harper getting minutes during the season, but closing a lot of playoff games here down the stretch. Coach trusting the young rookie.
Edwards trying to split the D, and in traffic puts it up and in.
Well, we saw 43 in the fourth quarter, and number 5 right there is a big reason why. Game 1, 18 points of his 18, 11 in the fourth quarter, but also to Julius Randle. So they have
Edwards with 29. Gobert on top. Cornette is the center. Edwards again surrounded. Shot clock is down to 7. Offhand, McDaniels try to tip in his own miss. Retrieved inside.
and 1.
Gobert's first trip to the line tonight and 12 of 31 in the playoffs.
And he knocks that
To go. Second chance points. Minnesota 27-12 in that category. Edwards on top. They got McDaniels inside, defended by Wembanyama.
Wemby trying to contest and gets the foul.
Wembanyama 3-block.
Back to Ant-Man, just the adjustment we talked about with him getting the ball to the middle of the floor, sitting on the sideline where the defense can bottle him up.
1-point game. Wolves on an 11-4 run. Castle cross-court corner. Champagny 3. Good. Big time strike.
On that 3 as he knocks it down from the corner.
I don't think they could do that. It's an offensive foul.
Here's
I mean,
McDaniels.
technical foul.
Knocked away by Wembanyama. Retrieved by Randall. Inside, McDaniels knocked away a fourth block. Wembanyama. And then Randall stuck with Wembanyama the rebound. And it goes out to the rookie Dylan Harper. And here comes Stephon Castle. McDaniels is on him. Screens, switches. Randall is on Castle with the shove for fall. And Castle inside Wembanyama. Got tangled. Castle again with 13 points. Wembanyama, Gobert there. Shot clock is down to 2. Inside, wide open Harper. Great feed, but Wolves have no fouls to give. Spurs have 1. Here's Wembanyama and Gobert on him. Shot clock at 5. Victor Wembanyama.
Fade over the shoulder off one leg. Little Dirk, shout out to Nowitzki in the studio.
It's 34 points for Wembanyama in this game. 3.5 to go. Screen Gobert. Corner, Reed, 3. Good.
Trapping, you don't have anything. You don't have time to hold it. Get off of it and allow your teammates to do what they do.
It's Vassell, and Edwards is there. Screen. Wembanyama 3. Good!
There is
Play out.
14 fourth quarter points by Wembanyama. McDaniels spinning on Harper. Dosunmu picked up by Champagny. Reed, shot clock, 2 over Vassell, 3. Rebound, Wembanyama.
Making all the big plays down the stretch. This is when the stars are made in these environments, in these moments.
It's Randall. And Castle is on him. In the corner, McDaniels 3. Rebound is fought for as they corner. It's Vassell 3. Rebound by Edwards. Under 2 to go. 6-point San Antonio lead. McDaniels dances down the lane, takes it in for 2.
And again,
Dosunmu is on him. Here's Vassell. Now to Fox. McDaniels is there. Shot clock down to 5. De'Aaron Fox driving on Randall. The jab, the drive, the lean, the fade, and a foul.
man.
Randall picked up his 5th. Fox is at the line 0 of 1 tonight. Castle, it's Champagny, and Castle will try to finish. The tip-in won't go. Dosunmu the rebound. Edwards the other way. Under a minute to go. Dosunmu. It's Edwards, a fake. He'll put up a 3. No. Rebound.